Yeah, welcome back to another episode of The Careful Boys, where we were just talking about
They are alive. You coming with me?
Robocop, maybe a little bit of Bloodsport, maybe a little bit of Vietnamese Robocop.
With me.
Because you just showed Taika all 3 Robocops.
Yeah, so me and Joe had a conversation. This whole thing arised when we're like, okay, there's a problem with the kids these days where they're soft, they're weak.
So let's show them Robocop.
Well, so we're like, what's the difference? What's up with all these like weak, soft kids and like
They're not getting beat.
yeah, soft parents, and you see all this gentle parenting stuff, happen at the playground where like a kid like falls off a jungle gym and the mom's like, we're never coming here ever again. And
The cops.
And then they sue the city. And then they ruin it for everybody.
whereas like our arrow's like, dude, just get up and go play again or go do it again or walk it off or whatever, right? And then so we were just talking about our upbringing and we're like, dude, is it because there are no alpha male figures in the content? Because like us growing up, it's like Sylvester Stallone or Bruce Lee, Arnold Schwarzenegger, yeah. And then these days they just got like Mr. Beast, like, oh, look, I can give away $10,000. Oh my God, look at this. And then you're like, how is that guy supposed to teach you to be a man, right? Like this, it's like, so we're like, okay, we gotta like,
It's teaching you to give your wealth away.
we gotta indoctrinate this guy into some real shit. So, you know what? I just found out maybe I'm pretty good at gaslighting too. Because we found out yesterday, Anthony's really good at gaslighting Nina. And I'm good at gaslighting Gio into watching rated R stuff with Taika. So that was my pitch.
We got to do a different episode on how we gaslight our partners.
How do you gaslight your wife?
So that was a pitch. And then she was like, fuck it, let's do it. And then so we watched Robocop 1. Yeah. It was really good actually. Yeah. And then we watched, because it gets deep and I'm like, it gets pretty deep, dude. No, because as a kid,
Human after all.
the thing is, you think it's about like human, cyborg, whatever, but it really isn't. It's about if you have an honest, pure city, will it actually work versus a crooked capitalist corporation that comes and owns the city? What is actually better? And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't remember this shit when I was 5.
But you sacrifice the integrity of the city. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And then so there's Robocop 1, 2, 3. But as we were watching it with Taika, and you can see like, when
It's pretty violent.
yeah, dude, there's fucking eyeballs, guys getting shot and their brains exploding. And me and Gio keep looking at each other in between like, oh, fuck, I don't know. Should we turn it off at any time? But you could see like, that feeling we had as a kid where you're like, we got to do the right thing, man. Like, you can see that in him. Like, oh, I hope he goes back and avenges his partner.
Okay, so he has a sense of justice then?
Yeah, and I think that helps out with like these like super weak, soft ass bitches these days.
Did any part of it like creep him out or scare him, or it was too much for him at all?
A lot of it. But he wants to keep seeing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You guys remember Robocop being scary as a kid?
No, and then I rewatched it and I was like, God damn, dude. Like when that fucking big robot malfunctions and shoots the shit out of that executive, I was like, that's a lot of shots.
Dude, it's fucking great. This guy gets
Jesus him so hard.
a fucking 3-hole punch by the
Yeah, dude.
back of his back is fucking bursting with all red. And I'm like, dude, this is the first 5 minutes of this film, dude.
It's like a Mortal Kombat fatality.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, like this shit. Like, holy shit.
Oh, that's right. It's Red. Red
Oh,
is the
Red
freaking bad guy.
Foreman.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, robot position, dude. That was so sick.
You know what's dope though? I think because this is supposed to take place in the future, every RoboCop actually has hella Asians for this era movie.
Oh, so they put on a good amount of Asians then.
There's not really Asians in movies that much.
Unless it's like all Asian.
Yeah, but every single RoboCop has a
Oh, that's tight. Heck yeah.
Prominent Asian.
prominent Asian person.
Yeah, I remember
This motherfucker's getting fucked up. You can see his eye and shit.
The new Robocop sucks.
Yeah.
I didn't see it either.
But yeah, this is our way.
But yeah, you're right. I think like if we were raised on movies that were really violent and had almost kind of boneheaded plots where it's very clear that like bad guy needs to die, good guy needs to win. Yeah. Like it is a good way to teach kids that like whole like get rid of your softness kind of stuff, right?
It's always the same. Like here's this like unclimbable hill, but you have to do it for the right thing.
Yeah.
I don't know when it changed though, because it's like, who the fuck fucked it up in between our parents, and then now it's like in between that generation of then now it's our turn to have kids, right? Yeah. So then it's like somebody in between fucked it all up.
Well, I feel like everything was like right, wrong, good, bad, evil. You know, like if you're watching things like fucking Power Rangers to Beast Wars to Pokemon to like, everything has like this kind of, it's violent, so to speak, but it's like there's always like a beat the bad guys or like.
Yeah, we wanted to be crime fighters.
But like, do they have that now?
What they say is a really clear answer to what you asked. It's politics. So it's anytime somebody needs to run and they need to win women's votes, they say something's violent. So that way they get the empathetic, because women vote on empathy more. And if you say like, oh, like our kids are becoming violent, they're committing crimes because of these
toxic
things they're consuming, then they just get a scapegoat. And a lot of time it's video games, it's violent movies, it's like war movies. And then those things just kind of like get almost like ostracized.
I see.
Yeah.
Probably. They fucking shit up, bro.
But yeah, that's the thing I've always heard. Like when Hillary Clinton was like running for like not for presidency, but when she was running in like local politics, all they did was like she'd talk about Mortal Kombat or she'd talk about like different like games. Yeah. They were like, oh yeah, a lot of these politicians would point at Mortal Kombat almost annually. Like, all right, it's time to talk about Mortal Kombat because it's easy, not because it's bad at all. It's just easy to show a woman who's never seen it and appall her instantly and win her vote and go like, see, this is what I'm against. This guy.
That's why it's tight though. That's what makes it cool.
It's like when they show the AR, it's a semi-automatic. And then people are like, semi-automatic? You're like, dude, there's full auto out there.
Right, yeah.
That's true because my cousin, when she was raising her boys, they weren't allowed to play guns. They weren't allowed to do any violent stuff. So it's probably that generation. So that's like what, Generation X?
So the father said that too, or just the mom?
I think Generation X dads were pretty like, I'm just gonna work.
The thing is, I only see...
And then like not really... Like some of them are involved, but not like millennial dads.
I only see dads act like that when they're the kind of dad that's under the mom. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Kind of
if
like...
he's not the leader of the house, he's kind of like the fucking cuck. They're a little bit... You know those dads, they're just kind of like...
All based house.
They don't wear the pants. Yeah, they're just kind of like, oh, your mom said... It's a little bit like, yeah, obviously there's not going to be violence or guns or anything.
But I don't think he even liked this content. So it made sense where it's probably easier for he's like, yeah, I don't really care for it. And I'm going to just go to work. So like,
we don't have that straight action male hero as much anymore.
Yeah, we got Mr. Beast. That's what I'm talking about.
Like we don't have nobody else. Like who
up and thinking everything was about like fighting crime and being a hero. Like if you think about comic books, right? Or like even Batman, everything is, I'm going to be a good guy and fight crime. Even G.I. Joe and shit like that. Yeah. Evil people, we're going to fight them, right? But yeah, what is the young reference of that?
We had specifically, like
it doesn't exist.
And when did it stop?
No.
Yeah.
Like we had freaking all the Hong Kong action heroes. We had
Karate Kid. He's a kid, but it still has like way more like this alpha feel.
I'm gonna beat up bullies.
Yeah, than anything else we see these days.
Yeah. Did your guys' dads like this type of stuff too?
Hell yeah.
My grandma liked this shit. You know what? My grandma put me on Charles Bronson.
Yo, Charles Bronson movies are crazy.
All you young ass cats like, Charles Bronson was old for us too, but he would be on daytime TV. And then so my mom was like, is it good for him to be watching this? And then my grandma's like, well, I'm scared and I need something to cuddle. So she's going to have me as a fucking little 6-year-old that when she's scared of watching Poltergeist or whatever, she has me that she's holding. So I'm like, I'm a stuffed animal. So I'm watching this shit. Grew up on fucking Charles Bronson, Poltergeist, all that crazy shit.
Yeah. Wait, we probably, also as a side note, we probably can't play this very long.
You know what's really sad about this movie too, I realized? So this movie, Robocop, all three of them are based in Detroit, but you can clearly tell it's shot in LA. 6th Street Bridge, 7th Street, 8th Street, around all those bridges, right? And what's crazy is You know when people had that cheesy 80s make it look fucked up, like here's a barrel with fire in it and graffiti and like a cardboard box just being blown by the wind.
Yep.
If they try to make it look fucked up, that's literally what LA looks like right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. They didn't even need art direction.
This was the future. This is the future.
They were right.
Right, dude. Robocop was right.
Yeah, they were right.
I remember LA always looking fucked up. But there was a time when they cleaned it up in the 2000s. Yeah. And then they fucked it up again. I know.
Oh, good. Real soon.
But do you remember, like, okay, back then, you know how people go, oh, you know, life was better, it was more safe and all that. And I was like, I actually think it was the opposite. I think there was more crime, there were more like violence, like straight up. But then that's probably why the content of like vigilanteism and all that shit made sense, because people probably were feeling unsafe.
Well, visually, LA looks way worse than it did before because it's so bad. When Taika was watching Robocop, and he has no like context of, you know, how LA is or whatever, right? But in the first like shootout scene, he goes, "Oh, that's Grandma's house." Because you know the alleyway next to Gio's mom's house? Like a burnt out warehouse with rusty beams and just homeless people walking around. He goes, "Oh, that's Grandma's house." I'm like, "Oh shit."
Damn.
I'm like, damn, dude. And he knows nothing. He's brand new to this earth.
Yeah, dude, you've been showing him the good life.
I know.
Dang.
He didn't grow up with the Rodney King riot shit.
I know, that was great.
God, yeah. The thing you were saying though is it's a real dilemma that Hollywood's talking a lot about. There's no like man figure that's gonna outlast the same way that like Brad Pitt, Sylvester Stallone, like they don't have that.
Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt era, they're at the end. You could see it in their fucking Botox. Yeah.
It's just them, yeah. So they're like trying to find that guy, because like most guys that are in Hollywood, like what's that one guy who's like the heartthrob and everything?
Henry Cavill.
Timothy Chalamet?
The other guy, the guy from Twisters 2.
Oh, Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell, yeah,
Glenn
like
Powell.
they're banking on him being one of the closest that they can do, but he's such more of like a rom-com dude still. Yeah. He's not like, yeah.
And there's one. When we grew up, there's like 20 guys to choose.
Yeah,
Exactly,
like the
yeah,
Expendables.
yeah,
Yeah, like Chuck Norris to like anybody.
For this era, for James Bond, I'll give it to him.
What about Jason Statham?
But all these guys are at the end, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
Looks like he's just collecting checks, man.
Dude, yeah.
Nicolas
there's
Cage.
There's no like ambitious figure like what we used to have.
Henry Cavill, I think the older Superman, not the new Superman, but
Prominent, you know, like this day and age, in 2026.
Guys, there's no millennial
Yeah.
and Gen Z.
You got Mr. Beast and all these other fucking streamers and shit. You got Neon.
But
Yeah,
then
how old were those guys when they came into the game? Like
Very
all the
young.
action heroes. Were they in their
Van
20s
Damme
or
was young.
30s?
Van Damme was in his 20s, yeah.
yeah. I mean, Arnold was like winning freaking those championships in his like teens.
Different too, which I think like a lot of people don't notice, is that a lot of these guys had their start in film studios that were highly indie, like Golden Globus, who put Van Damme on. And it was like they weren't putting Van Damme in like huge productions. They were putting him in like fucking B-movie shit. All these guys had like B-movie roots. And then they got like moved up and up and up. But like the thing is, if you don't have that studio, then you don't have that guy.
Do you think action movies got like the people got too smart? Where like they're watching this shit and they're like laughing at the people getting shot and stuff, and like it's not real enough?
I don't know, because then you have Fast and Furious still raking in fucking millions and
that's
millions,
true.
and it's you know they're self-aware, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like people, they just enjoy like John Wick's like art. Yeah, they know it's a different world and it's its own thing.
Yeah. John.
But
Wick's
the
a
kids
good
aren't
example.
growing up watching it and going, man, that's bad. I want to be like that.
I mean, John Wick is pretty.
John Wick's freaking amazing. Yeah,
But even him, he's their era.
that's true. Yeah, he's a throwback dude too. Yeah.
So there's no new.
Yeah,
dudes.
I think if there was an A24 that was specifically focused on stuff like that, then you could probably have a better shot of it. But there's no studio that's.
Is there
Yeah.
even an appetite for it though? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, I think there's always an appetite for whatever's defiant, and right now we're leaning towards everything's so soy infused.
Yeah.
all the scripts are so Jewish. You know, it's like we need one of these things.
Like, you know,
how everybody does like high rocks and everybody's like a superhero right now already. You know what I mean? Whereas I think during that action hero time, I don't think like all the men were just superheroes walking around on the street. But like everybody's hella ripped nowadays. Like, do you think that changes anything?
Maybe, but back then there were more guys that were actually came back from war. So I think maybe that has something to do with it. Like more veterans, more
That's true.
Rambo, and they're like, yeah, I feel seen.
guys that actually went to war.
First
We were
blood,
always in some wars too. So
Superhero shit.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it could be that where they're like more
In another war.
yeah.
Maybe we'll have a whole research.